There's a new interpretation that has come forth just in this last administration that says it takes 3. Now the thing is it doesn't make a difference whether or not a committee says it, a group of individuals say it, but for it to be changed in the way that we do things, it has to be voted on by the body. It's been presented to the body, it has not been voted on by the body. And so none of our committees have the authority to do anything without the authority of the committee. They bring their advice to the body. Any of the subcommittees bring it to the body and they vote.
Okay, you're recognized for 1 minute. Please give us your name and your commission.
Sarah Weston, Commission E. And I don't have a problem, I don't know, Mr. Yahara. Here's what I think. If we're having some sort of problem with whether he was here or not here, then I think that we should vote on what we want to vote on with the bylaws and what good standing means, just as a body, and then move forward with the vote to vice chair. I don't think that that should be the determination of the chairman, that should be the determination of the body. The collective should always have the power. No one person should ever have that much power. It should just, and so I don't know.
Thank you. Okay, board. Okay.
Patty Jesenowski, District E. I have worked the registration table. I was a newbie here when I started working the registration. I didn't know a lot, so I asked Melissa for the people that were just registering for the first time. And back then she said, you sign up as a guest and the next time you get to vote.
Thank you. Mr. Tyra, you're against?
That isn't hearsay, that's under me.
Ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned, I believe that Mr. Yahara would be a valued member of the board, I do. And I hope that the chair finds a way to put him on the board in some capacity. However, he cannot serve as vice chair because of the following. Section 4.1 of our standing rules states, no person shall be a nominee for, nor once elected hold any elective office under these rules unless they are a current voting member in good standing. Voting member. Our bylaws, section 6.4, state only members in attendance at CCRCC meetings shall be entitled to vote. A member shall become eligible to vote at the second meeting that member attends as a CCRCC member. Mr. Yahara's first meeting as a CCRCC member was in September when his membership was approved. He was on the membership resolution then. He did not attend in November, so this is his second meeting. Until he is approved, he is not eligible, and he was not eligible at the time of self-nomination.
10 seconds.
Are you going to speak, ma'am?
Yes.
Dear members, we have, I'm from Commission F. My name is Julie Herfer. I have been a member of this party for 12 years. I have given endless time, and I've also watched our party being torn down by all this convoluted bylaw clauses. Okay, it's time that we have to come together to make a bylaws that is going to help us to win elections. Okay? So I don't care what the bylaw is on right now, it's not working. It is making our party totally irrelevant for the last 10 years. We have to stop this. Let me just tell you this. When people said that is not a voting member, that is totally
Chairman, I called her 3 times, okay? Why don't we all take it outside and
By the way, Mr. Tyrese, she was coming
Let's
up 2 seconds, which is 3 seconds less than your time. Okay? So, we have one more that can speak against. You only had 2. Okay?
Charles Munoz, Commission F.
Charles!
Kind of back in Nevada. I ran Trump's campaign for Arizona, Nevada for 16. A lot of familiar faces. And look, personally, I think Derek's overqualified to be vice chair. 100%. He's an incredible person, and his wife as well. My main concern is that if we interpret the bylaws of the chairman we may like now, some of you are setting a precedent for a chairman you may not like in the future to interpret these bylaws in a way that could let anybody take over the party after showing up in one meeting. So the culinary can show up next meeting and take over as long as there is a Republican. That's my only concern. So keep that in the back of your head as we're voting on this to set a precedent to agree with the chairman just because you like him when it's a black and white reading. That's my only concern about this going forward. And all I care about is 2020. That's all I care about. Thank you.
All right, thanks, everybody. So there's a few points that I just want to point out. For 8 or 9 years, the rule was the first meeting counts. There's no provision in the bylaws for a guest or a provisional member. So this new interpretation has been around for about 18 months. The historical perspective is shared by numerous people, including Mr. Esch. Mr. Esch here? No, but anyways, that were on bylaws chairs, is that the historical perspective has been the way that you go to 2 meetings and the first meeting counts. And that's really what the argument is about. So a yes vote means that you support the ruling of the chair. In order to overturn the ruling of the chair, the no votes have to be 2/3.
No, they
Okay?
don't.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. The bylaws require a 2/3 vote.
Quote that bylaw.
Look up Robert's rules.
It's not Robert's rules.
Yes,
It's
it
in
is.
our bylaws.
The motion
Okay.
was to challenge the ruling of the chair.
Right, the ruling of the chair on our bylaws says
That is to
2/3
change the
vote.
bylaws. If we're changing the bylaws, it's
All in favor of the chairman's ruling, please say aye. All opposed?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like the
In the
vision,
opinion of the chair, the ayes have it.
This is terrible. Vision of the House.
Would you like a hand count?
I would like a count.
I would like a count.
Verifying voting membership on the badges, please.
There's been a request for a hand count. Everybody that's on the list to be terminated are not terminated at this point in time. At this point in time, you are a voting member and you are allowed to vote on this issue.
Mr. Face.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a voting member, you'll see signs there that say guest. There's plenty of open chairs here that are not guest areas. So if you're in the back of the room or you're sitting in a guest area and you're a voting member and you want to cast your opinion on this issue, please come to the seating area. There's plenty of seats right here, as anyone can plainly see. Please come to the seating area and be ready to show your badge to have your vote counted as a voting member, if you are indeed a voting member. Thank you. Just to clarify, ladies and gentlemen, just to clarify, if your name is on section 2 to be added, we did pass the consent calendar prior to this discussion. So you may come forward because you're now a member. So if you're on the consent calendar, please come to the member area if you'd like to vote. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been asked to read it.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna vote.
Do you know where the restroom is? Do you know where the restroom is, Ray?
Yes, sir, all the way down the hall.
Well, thank you, Ray.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Excuse me.
Okay. It's just been explained that it's just been explained by Mike Resta, who's checking the people in, and if you have an A on your badge here, that means you were voted in with the consent calendar a few minutes ago, and you may vote. So those of you that are counting the votes, if they have an A on the badge, they have been voted in to be a member, and they're a voting member at this point in time. Is there any question about that? Seeing none, we will move on.
Does it mean A for what?
It means they were on the calendar.
Where would it be? Tell them that. I know that, but tell them that.
Let's move the vote. Okay, so Mr. Rasta. So Commission District A, so it's 1A, under non-voting members. It's bottom line. Well, that's Mr. Rasta. Okay, the folks in the back that want to vote, you gotta come up here, please. Amy. All right, let's line up the vote, please. Are we gonna? Okay, let's tell her. Okay, the A is on the bottom, please. Okay. So all in favor, yes, please.
What are we voting on? The chairman's
voting on upholding the ruling of the chairman.
Which
a yes vote. We're tallying the yeses right now.
That he can.
The vote that we are about to take is on the ruling of the chair. The chair has ruled that Derek is a qualified member to run for and be elected as vice chair. That's what you're voting on. You're voting to uphold the ruling of the chair. I will repeat again, on the bottom line, if you have an A, you were voted in a few minutes ago and you are eligible to vote.
Michelle.
A yes vote means you support the ruling of the chair.
All those in favor?
All the yeses, please raise your hand so you can be counted, please. Tellers, would you please count? You're holding your badge up. Hold your badge up.
Hold my badge up? Now I'm getting really demanding.
Non-voter 3, 4, 5, I know, 6, we check.
Please hold your hand up if you support the ruling of the chair.
Let's get this one more shot, okay? All those in favor? Please, hands up for yes. 2. Remember your number.
Hands up until the teller shows you he's counted you.
5, 6. They didn't raise their hand, but you never raised your hand. Why are you raising your hand? Yes.
Jesus Christ. I mean, seriously.
This vote is polluted. Do it again.
6. Please high. Raise hands high.
Listen, I'm gonna have 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, oh, you please verify. There is an A. 14.
Just walk. We're coming to you. Just walk.
15.
It's open bar.
17.
45.
You really ought to do a paper vote.
18.
Open up your ballot with your eligibility.
20.
I don't know if they got mine. I just walked in. We'll go back to the back of the room.
I'll be back.
You'll be back. Thank you, buddy. Nice to see you. Good to see you. I just traded one of those for Beretta. Sorry. Just kidding. I just traded my Walter for Beretta. Yeah? My nephew was a gun shop in San Bruno, Virginia. That's a 22. The guy had a 9. He liked the Walter for his wife. I said, you can have it. You have that brother. I said, yeah. Sold. 9 million Beretta, 15 grand gun. I'll take that.
Please do not move from your position until the voting is completed, please.
Freeze. Yeah, right.
And then third meeting you get to vote.
You got me already.
That's 5 to 1.
I'm glad I made it for an important vote anyway. Yeah. Watch my foot. Thanks very much. Is your battery gonna make it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna offer you my copy if it doesn't.
Thank you.
No, I would.
This is the travesty. You might not agree,
I don't.
but breaking your own rules. You guys are very funny.
They are.
2 meetings. 2 meetings, which has not happened. This is the second meeting.
I don't know. I heard the parliamentarian had a whole different view at the last meeting.
Parliamentary isn't a parliamentarian.
Oh, I don't know about that.
He's not. You have to be certified. He's not. Read 4.1. Read 4.1.
Okay, I believe we have to count for the ayes. Now we're gonna vote.
I just had a person that is on the termination list, did not understand it, did not vote.
That person is eligible to vote. So he can vote yea or nay, whoever that may be.
Right, we haven't done the termination.
70 names on it. We're gonna proceed. Those people that are voting no to defeat the ruling of the chair, raise your hand, please, and stay in place.
Okay, you want to do that?
You're being lied to. Raise your hands.
Only one hand counts. Do not raise 2 hands.
Pat.
Not revoting, this is our.
Pat. Pat, raise your hand.
One hand only.
I may have to get it from you. My battery's almost gone. Jeez.
Have I been counted? Can I go smoke now?
Wait.
Depends on what you're smoking.
Just cigarettes. I don't smoke
It is
anything.
legal, so.
I don't.
Oh, that's true too. That's
I
true.
don't smoke anything that affects me from the neck up.
For you. You're not running for anything?
I was asked last night.
No, it's a lot.
Now your hands up. All right.
It was, yes, absolutely.
So now we're doing it over here now. It's 14. 15, 16, 17.
18, 19, 20.
18.